I do this once, and one time only. You're watching this video either live or recorded. In 2007, a little earlier than that, but I'm giving it to the normies for the one. It was a girl named Boxy. Boxy was popular because Boxy uploaded 4 videos, and it seemed to be in this weird ass story format where this girl was super energetic. Hi, my name, making all the crazy faces, all that. What is going on? And then she made a video, the last one, which was addressing everyone. And her most famous clip to date is, I don't do drugs. No, see, I don't like drugs. In 2008, there was a channel dedicated to figuring out if Boxy was playing a role or not. That was it. That was all that channel served its purpose for. The moment they figured it out, boom, it was over. Literally, I think it's still up on YouTube. Maybe, who knows? The MCAs are crazy these days. That channel uploaded one video, and I've already forgotten the name of it because that wasn't the point of what I was trying to get to with this, but they uploaded this video that was like damning evidence that Boxy was a fraud. Which was crazy because you shouldn't care that much. It was YouTube. But see, at the time, YouTube and other social media platforms were thought of as a pure extension of yourself. MySpace really did a number on this by giving you the ability to customize your page, your top friends, your... Now, for some of you who grew up during that time, you know, you're a millennial, etc., you quite probably are aware of where I'm going with this in regards to everything that's going on in the Twitch universe. And the reason why we're sticking on Twitch is because I'm gonna be honest with you, Facebook is owned by Ben Shapiro, so that doesn't work for me. Twitter has its own thing with Elon Musk, and it's a hellscape, so there's no real like head of anything there. But for social media sites that are built on entertainers, Twitch and YouTube are the 2 top ones at the moment, and your favorite creators have been through one or the other, and that's the focus because that's the platform I'm on. To continue on the point I was making, when this channel uploaded that video, we got a small taste of what will become known as creator on creator drama. Now, this creator on creator drama was built out of trying to prove the morality of the decision of posting a fake character on the internet, committing to the bit, pretending you are like that in real life. Nobody cares now because I think we've all been so endued with media that we can understand what an actor is. But back then, going viral really meant something. It meant that you were on that was your 15 minutes of fame. Whether it was by luck, a news article, a remix, something said you represent something. So creator on creator drama was huge back then because it was 2 people seemingly never having met creating counter content against one another. And this was before the word content was really thrown around. And we're going to get into that because that's kind of the crux of the entirety of my purpose here today. But we'll get there when we get there. So I remember this very first spat that spilled onto 4chan, because obviously it was the biggest poll site at the time. I remember spilling into multiple YouTube comments. I remember there was such a ruckus over this, and people who would be like, Boxy's fake, no, Boxy's real, that like the star rating system started to get altered a tiny bit. Somehow, some way, YouTube had figured out a way to disable it for specific videos, which didn't happen at the time. Which again, would, for those of you who are millennials, you would know, brings you to the adpocalypse and the whole shit with the thing. But anyway, you had to be there. You had to be there. This spawned what I dare to say could have been known as the clout chasing era. And we're not talking about the prank clout chasing era of 2015, 2014, and 2017. Nah, we're talking about 2008 to 2011. This space was brand new, and I started reaching out to different creators because I was like, I'm just a kid. What's the worst that happens? My favorite creator says no. Like, oh, so bad. So as I started talking to people, I started getting involved in more and more circles, more and more communities, more and more places. I remember the one guy. His name was John. I don't know if his last name is his last name, because again, we used to put our real names as the YouTube channel, so I'm not even gonna dox the person, but his name was John. And I was supposed to do a collab with him. Supposed to be a music collab. I just done one with my boy Akil Chinsong in Canada, and I was like, I got to do another one. That shit is rolling. When you used to get 1,000 views on a video on YouTube, that shit was crazy at the time. Your own content, 1,000 views, quite possibly 5,000 views, that's huge. But there was no ad plan. There was no real way to make money on YouTube unless you was really hitting it. Again, millennials, you know who I'm about to bring up, because there was that one person that had that one big issue that really changed YouTube forever. Now, you might be thinking about Onision, you might be thinking about the Smosh people. Yes, those are in contained dramatic circles. Like, Smosh interacted in real life. That you couldn't really track the drama because it was all dependent on what people said. It wasn't like there were independent like things that crossed lines and wires. It's not like the platform brought them together. So yes, I am talking about Ryan Higa. If you haven't figured that out yet. Ryan Higa's biggest controversy came at the same time as Rich Brian's controversy. Now, these two are way separate in how they were reflected. Trust me, I know that. But I'm just giving you a little extra background in case you're lost. Because who the fuck is online like this? Which brings me to the crazy point about Ryan Higa. Ryan Higa's YouTube name used to be something else. Niga Higa. And he would play that joke off in some of his videos. Didn't work that well for him. After a while, people started saying, hey, that sounds a little... Might want to fix that there. Might want to... I don't know... not do that? Backlash grew. For one of the first times in history, Ray William Johnson had nothing to say about this. No clip. We didn't do clip functions. We reacted to things by literally preparing reactions. Crazy, right? What Ryan Higa's issue spawned was something that I think creators back then didn't really have a cinch on. And I don't think we truly understood what the world was headed into when we hit this point. And that header is the amount that your audience affects other audiences. Because the hate wasn't brought about on Ryan Higa because Ryan Higa put the name out. Ryan was the top creator at one point. The king of YouTube. Nobody was touching his growth. And he got canceled. Rebranded his name, rebranded his image, said I apologize. We all moved the fuck on. Or did we? Ryan Higa's expulsion from the center of the universe also proved that other people could be the center of the universe. Yes, I am. I'll take a step back there. Yes, I know. I'm in the middle of something. I will. You just text it to me. Sorry for that. Ryan Higa's expulsion from the center proved that there could be other centers. This is what started the clout chasing era. Viral, hang out with groups of people, get fame, get advertisements. Oh, you can make money off this? Nobody knows how much it's worth. It's a brand new market. And we end up with King Batch. So, now that I've given you that little foray into a bit of information, how does that apply to what I want to talk about today? Or should I say, how does that address what's happening today? Every few months, I get on this platform and I stream. Now, I obviously stream more than every few months, but every, even in large set of time, a nice chunk of time, get on here and I try to wrap everything that's happening in the world in a bow. Because sometimes you just don't need the energy. Sometimes you don't need somebody screaming at you. Sometimes you just need it to be clearly said to you. I woke up this morning, barbecue sauce on my titties. And I was just wondering, why today feel different? Something about today don't feel right. Like, it feel like shit just going in a different direction than it should, you know? I logged on, and I saw a message from somebody who rated me yesterday. And the tone of the message was just different than what I was expecting. And I looked at it, and I talked to my mods about it. And there was this tiny little spark in the back of my head that said, it's crazy how quickly things spread the moment you put it into the universe. Especially here on this platform. You say a word about anybody and get back to them. Now, obviously, in the real world, that happens as well. But when I say any word, I mean somebody can legitimately start a problem with you. And if you're not the first to address it, because they want to just start random beef with you, it's clipped for you. You see what I mean about how things are a little different now? Before, you used to have to build it organic. There were organic issues between people. You're stealing my content. You're stealing my gimmick. You're stealing my steez. You're stealing my merch designs. Y'all remember the merch design apocalypse that we had? We had a huge one. There were like 3 or 4 companies being run by YouTube channels that would aggregate people's content and then put out t-shirts on it, and they was making a killing. Like, this has always existed organically. Usually it's the creators versus the system, and the audiences want to back up their creators. But now we've got people with a little bit more power. A little bit more power and a little bit more reach. So the next chapter, I have to take off the glasses for. Now I'm speaking directly to you, viewer. Your role in what's going on should be as follows. I don't give a fuck. Now, for a lot of you, that's going to be like, are you telling us that we shouldn't care about sexual assault victims? Well, you do the thing that you do on Twitter where like somebody says something and you misinterpret that absolutely wildly. So I'm going to cover that base for you just so you don't have to get your brain worked up about it. In theory, no one should know anything about this situation at all. In theory, they set this up in such a way that it didn't matter if it got out. The way they act is what's causing the split. We're all supposed to be adults, and we've got people with millions of dollars delving into content and ideas, but when it comes to their own personal lives, this is what it is. This is what it is. Nothing. I love a good laugh on this platform as much as anybody. If you've watched any of my content in the past, you know if I had my own studio, if I had my own place, whatever, we'd be going crazy in here. But I go crazy when I can. But that comes with a responsibility. That if an issue is brought to my attention, if it's something I've said, if it's something I've covered that has an issue, or there's a misinformation, instead of somebody on this platform coming to me and going like, yo, I saw you did this, have me on your show next week so I can explain how you got that wrong and like enlighten your viewers because I got a little bit of information on that. Cool, I don't feel like doing that research and I'm able to trust you. No, what they would do is they would clip that, make a whole big thing out of it, and such it becomes discourse. Your role in this should be quite literally, I don't give a fuck. Now, you can sit and enjoy it on Twitch, but then that brings me back to the very first iteration of how we got to this point. How are you enjoying a story about sexual assault? Which is crazy because this story had nothing to really do with the sexual assault. It was more about, yet again, let us ban gambling on Twitch. We should just ban everything that harms people. I feel like creators say this shit not thinking about the type of platform that it is. This is a live streaming platform. If you were clever enough, you would pre-record all your segments and then run that as a show, and we would all just run like live YouTube premieres on Twitch. Like, that's effectively what this is. The reason why you're getting tripped up with all the issues that you're having is because this is live. If I go right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, I love HAH. Did he mean the Nazi guy? Clip that. Because it's live. I don't get the chance to edit it. The edit feature is stronger than you think. You make a mistake in your speech, you have 300,000 chatters, everybody's talking about it. Every new viewer you get is a chance for you to fail. So when you have an audience as large as yours, you hold responsibility. Which is why I say to you, the viewer, the chatter, the commenter, you need to walk away from this situation not thinking about it. Now, this obviously doesn't apply to everybody. These are the normies, the people walking in and trying to figure out who's in the right, who's in the wrong, who do I stand? That's who we're talking about. For those of you who have dived into this, read, looked at the videos, looked at the streams, etc., fine. It's fine, you're fine. You're fine, you're fine. It's what we do. But just remember that I started this story off with, I got a message from somebody and I just couldn't understand the tone. Little tiny spark in the back of my head. This could be content. This could be content. I believe it was either Miskiff or XQC. I could be wrong in this regard. That said that this is going to make great content. Now I'm speaking directly to the top creators on this platform. Number one, minus the dick riding, Hassan Piker has nothing to do with the situation at all. Just off rip. Like, literally sitting in his house the whole time. What are you talking about? But again, now that we've gotten 20 minutes into this, everything that I've said before makes more sense now, right? This manufactured, we got adults acting like children on the internet and entertaining us shit. I'm sorry, it's gotta stop. And the reason why it's gotta stop is because their audiences are not meant for longevity. Not like this. We gotta think 10 years down the road. If you've ever read the book One Day or watched the movie adaptation of it, you know that the main character got fired from his job as a host for, exciting new young game show host once he turned 30. They need somebody younger, sprier. Y'all need to start acting like you're adults because a few of you are in your 30s now. You will hit your 40s and this shit will not fly. It will drain your legacy of everything that is important to it. You keep involving yourself in these situations. You keep acting like this with people who act like this. And then you want to inspire people to follow in your footsteps. Just kill the platform. Do that instead. Kill the platform. You're doing it now. You are creating an environment that effectively alienates anyone from being discovered. Because I hate to say it, I really hate to jam every single creator up here, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you ever streamed in your life, and I mean just streaming, because YouTube is a whole different beast. And again, it goes back to, I was there back in the day. So like, that's a whole different, that drama's way different. If you have ever streamed in your life, if you have yet to crack 5,000 concurrent viewers over a weekly basis, all of your viewers are dependent on what the top creators do. If everybody who had over 10K viewers stopped streaming one day, you were talking about all those viewers that spend all that time having to decide whether to find another streamer or not go on the platform. You are dependent on them. Can you see where the situation that is currently arising could cause a problem for everybody? So, Miskiff, Trainwrecks, XQC, all of you. I'm just naming the three that this will probably reach because that's how LSF works. You're killing everyone. You're killing everything. You're burning the house down. You've created so much great content and couldn't hold it together, huh? Just couldn't. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't just smoke weed and be chill. T-Pain smoked weed and he chill. Snoop Dogg smoked weed and he chill. How the fuck we ever gonna get Eminem on a stream? Do you think that because you guys are effectively millionaires, like, do you think that like you don't have anything else to do? There's no higher place to be? I'm trying to get the president of the United States on a stream. Oh, I guess we capped out at AOC, right? And Jugmeat? We capped out there, right? We can't do better? Shit, Twitch politics. I don't know. Why not? Make it the arbiter of success for all politicians. If my Twitch audience don't like you, you're not getting elected. Like, well, fucking do it. Like, oh, there would never be a mature enough audience for something that big. I wouldn't want like 20-year-olds spamming no in the chat to getting voted. It's like, oh, so you know that this space isn't cultivated for the nuance of an adult. So why would you do something so dangerous? How did you think it would get interpreted? This is just a stand fight. This is drama. Even though there's a victim in the story, it's great content. It's great content. People get hurt, it's great content. Now, yes, everybody knows my position on where I want to be. And this is why I want to be there. Because there's a group of people who don't do shit. They make shit live. They make shit. Barely watched. Well, you can't tell people, oh, you should just watch people because they're better morally. Maybe more people like that shit than you. How are you the one to judge the art? Because how old is this space? You telling me we couldn't have formulated a plan to build it to be that? This is the first one ever. First platform ever. Yo, everything here is serious. Yo, they go hard. They be having mad fun when they be playing their games on their own streams, talking politics, blah, blah, blah. But when the creators come together, it's the Creator Clash tournament. Five video games over the course of 5 days. Winner gets $1 million. Half gets donated to like their high school or some shit. Couldn't do that. I can't come up with content ideas. Yo, Hassan, you know how to run. I run a Nerf league. Come through. Get me to look. Get me to look. I put your name down. You could change the HUD. I'll give you free praxis. The gear's in my closet. I ran a league for 1.5 years with the gear in my closet. Free praxis. You want to help invest? It would cost like $1,000 to get me back up on my feet for that league. Plus your name and your regular easy content. Now you got something that you can run once per month. Do an IRL stream and everybody's watching these kids play Nerf in a tournament, and then we have a big celebration at the end and we interview them on Twitch. Gets them media exposure, helps them grow their career. Easy content. I just planned out your next four months worth of special events. But let's talk about SA. Let's talk about sexual assault, because that's cool. Because if it wasn't a problem, it wouldn't keep happening, right? There's now my next chapter. If it wasn't a problem, it would just stop, right? Oh, but there are always going to be scummy people on this earth. You know how many people get assaulted every day? How do you know one of the people you're not advocating for is one of those people too? I can only watch out for myself. So everybody but me is a bad person. Yet, for some reason, all the people that are on the other side of the conversation making those imaginary straw man points that I'm making to continue the conversation with myself are all supporting the bad people. Huh. Funny how that works out. You're not against us. You're not against our content. I use my platform however I want. You could die mad about it. And it's like, but you have the whole platform. You are Twitch. You are Twitch. It's how I know these people don't hang out with no black people. Because if it wasn't an issue, it wouldn't keep happening, right? Wouldn't keep happening, right? But here we are. Here we are at the crux of it all. Here we are at the beginning of the end, because either a creator's gonna have to step up and carry the ball, carry Twitch, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know who that could be. I don't know who could host the Juicers, the Minecrafters, the just chatting, the political, like, I don't Now, most people be like, Paradigm, this would be a perfect time to be like, you. But like, this platform ain't built to handle somebody who's fucking normal. Like, you get me? Props to Hassan for, moving his family out, the money, everything. Like, I'm not one of them motherfuckers that be like, oh, I got a pocket watch. Who the fuck cares? Like, literally did not exploit any. Sorry. Literally did not exploit anyone for that. What I will say, however, is that if Hassan just dipped randomly one day, what the fuck would his audience do? What is his audience primed for? This is a response to pretty much every big creator. What are your audiences? Do you have an idea of what you've primed your audience for? If one day you got on this platform, one day you started a live stream and you were like, this is the last Hasanabi broadcast for the foreseeable future, what have they gained? Now, for him, he might know that. For his chatters, they might not ever care, because they're constantly caught in the cycle of the manufactured issues that you people have with each other because you act that way. This is no longer a this is no longer a bit. This is no longer a gambit. This is no longer a WWE style feud where they're cutting promos against one another until they finally meet in the ring and hug it out. It's not one of those. This is a real situation. Being farmed for content. Being farmed because nobody has anything else they want to do. Because if it weren't an issue, it wouldn't keep happening. Now, would it? You thought I wasn't going to tie up that bow. You thought I wasn't going to tie up that bow. It's cool. I spin a revolver is dumb, Dizzy. You know not to fuck with me. That was some bars from Chess. I spin a revolver is dumb, Dizzy. It's cool. You don't fuck with me. But you know not to fuck with me. After this battle, I'm killing you. I'm getting you and whoever the fuck with you. If I'm fucked, you fuck with me. Which leads me to my last point. And the long one. The tragic one. It's cool. You don't fuck with me. But you know not to fuck with me. I have, on this platform, acted extremely bitter towards Pokimane. Because Pokimane will say, LOL, insert X take here, and everyone agrees. I'll make a 45-minute piece explaining to you every facet of thought that leads into that same tweet. And the same people who agree with LOL, insert X will argue with me. I'll point out that it's the same point, and they'll make it up in their heads to be different. The fuck that got to do with Ms. Kiff and XQC and train wrecks and gambling and sexual assault? Watch. The biggest crux of my issue here is that people argue with me on the internet. Oh, geez, that's never happened. Yeah, but like, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? I, for some reason, don't think you are. Let me reiterate. My biggest issue on the internet is that people argue with my takes. No rumor mills, no side dealing, no shit talking. I've said everything I was going to say to everybody's face. Matter of fact, the very first panel I was ever on Twitch, I literally said this entire thing. What is our purpose for being here if we're going to platform and allow people who, when given enough power, will abuse it? Well, Paradigm, wait. Didn't you say sometimes it's not the person, it's the power? Emmy Made Japan got no drama. Oh, she's a cooking show YouTuber. Do something else at this point. Because what ends up happening is, wow, you guys are so cool. You got the Austin show and Name Your Price and TwitchCon and you're a celebrity and a star. But like, I strip you away from that and all of a sudden you're a person that we should cancel. It stopped being a coincidence a long time ago. Now it's a correlation. And now, due to the people involved and the way they're reacting to this live on stream, because you could just not say the shit. Now we've entered to a new realm. Now we have implied causation. It's cool. It's cool. You don't fuck with me. But you know not to fuck with me. Because why don't you have this shield to where at this point in your careers, somebody looks at something and can figure out that's not true? A local newsroom, Twitch streamer posted a clip and said, yo, I found out Paradigm shot somebody in the past. Killed him straight in the head. That's not true. Paradigm hit me up and sent me nudes. That's not true. Paradigm said some racist. That's not true. I've had people in this house on my stream. Women, men, non-binary. I've had people on my stream. Women, men, non-binary. Not one of these people, not anyone I've interacted with thus far, except those who want a drama farm, have had a bad word to say about me. And even when people have had a bad word to say about me, it's never about me. It's about a tweet. It's about a thing, and then they try to milk it and nothing comes of it. Maybe these are the people that could carry Twitch. Twitch, you need clean broadcasting. You need clean broadcasting. You want plans, you want content, you want eyes for ads. What if you could get that and never have to worry about a bad press release ever again? What if we could have a space in which we could nurture creators to go above and beyond with proven, pure opportunities that are just always given? It's so regular that if you want to look for something new, we have a spot for you. Specifically, not even algorithmically tailored. Here's everyone. Here's a 5-minute showcase of 10 seconds of all the new creators we think we should do, and we do that like once a month, and people aspire to try to get there. Not everybody want to be famous, and some of those people who don't even want like notoriety in this space get it. Some people don't even want it, get it, and have to deal with it. So it's not like it's a thing where this is unheard of just because, I wanted to dream. I wanted to become this big YouTuber. I wanted to become this big media star. I wanted to become this big. You might not fuck with that person, but you should know not to fuck with them. You thought I wasn't going to tie up this bow. I'm never rambling. That's the one funny thing about a lot of this, is that I'm never rambling. I've been thinking about this ever since it started. I woke up this morning and everybody was talking about it. You thought I forgot about that point? You know, when I woke up? No, I'm here with you. Stop. I'm right here with you. So, I try so hard to both be humble and grateful, because it is not my position as a 10 viewer Andy to insert myself. I shouldn't care. It's like I told you, the viewer, you shouldn't care. So I make this entire video because the dialogue that's happening right now is a meltdown between people who apparently held in something, but it's justice for the victim. And there's remember the crux? Drama used to happen organically. Now we're just being fucked up individuals watching people's spirals in real time. The problem is their audiences will run out of money. They might not. They might decide it's too much and quit. They'll keep the money, the audience snaps away. We gotta think about longevity. We gotta think about reinvestments. Who's the next? You planning to be here forever? Shouldn't think about that. Me, I already got 3 people. I know they the next. If I had to stop streaming, God forbid something happened, blah blah blah, I already got people that could fill my slot. Same energy, same bringing it every time. Because I'm thinking about the future. I already put together a plan, pre-recorded, already done, already edited. God forbid I gotta quit streaming for some strange ass reason or not make content for a long period of time. Here's the guide on how to do what I do. Here's my scene collection setup. I'm gonna teach you how I work through everything. All already set up, all already done. Pre-planned, because it's important to think of other people and not just yourself. I'm not the most important person here. I want to be the king of Twitch, because I would hold that responsibility in my hands and say, all right, now I've got 30,000 people and I'm reading there's a lot of drama. I can shut the noise off for a second. I could get people to come in here and go, okay, I hear him talking. This is nice. Okay, he's okay. He's not like, he's really talking about everything, how we should feel, how we should ingest this, you know, working through with us, because like we're hearing a lot of stuff and we're looking for a voice that just isn't cluttered by the noise, and it's like you don't have one. The best I could find, even that was a little, you know, a little tiny cringe, Chud Logic. Even tweeted about him today. Respect due where respect due. Not gonna shit on people because other people want to shit on them. This is right up his alley. I can't, though. Because I see where this is going. I see where all of this is headed. And I'm trying to ask y'all, as the top creators, stop. Just, you can all take a fucking break. Take a fucking break. I think this live streaming, being on every day, is giving you too many opportunities to slip up and is hurting you mentally. And you got to keep that machine going, because that's how the revenue comes in. That's work a new contract, unionize, do something. But like, I've got dirt on you, doggy. I could kill your career in an instant. You may not fuck with me, but all of you know not to fuck with me. Thought I wasn't gonna tie up that bow even better. Double knotted. I fear that this is not something that ends in 3 days. I fear that this will end up with jail time for somebody, because somebody's going to make an accusation that's just going to pull the trigger a little too far. These people still got to interact with each other. Remember, this is informed manufactured. They don't have to talk about this online, they're choosing to. Everything that we know right now is a choice. And that's the whole thing, is like, I wish we had other choices. I wish we had other choices. Now I gotta come on here and act like y'all daddy. I gotta come on in here and act like y'all daddy. Because you can't handle you can't handle the truth. Every stream I've ever had in my life, super energetic. I'm up there, I'm balling, this, that, and the other. I've sat down here like this 3 times. 2 of them were just for me. Now I gotta address the outside world. You popped my bubble. Everybody talking about it this morning. Everybody, oh, this person's involved, and oh, this person hit that, and oh, did you see this tweet, and oh, and oh, and oh. All these things that just didn't have to be said in a public forum. All these things that just didn't have to be said, but they were chosen to be said. You are doing this. Now, if this is a con game, this is the greatest con game of all time. But then again, we know from experience, if it wasn't a coincidence, it wouldn't keep happening now, would it? That's my cringe moment now that you've unpaused the video while watching this on stream. Because I know you did. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Why'd you pause it again? You paused it again, didn't you? Now they paused it. Nothing came out. I don't call myself what I call myself because I'm full of shit. There are just some people that know they got it, and I know I got it. I know I got it. Because ain't no way y'all interpreting all of this, reading all of this, talking about all of this, saw this, see this, do that. It's all negative. Everybody hates it. Which creator's in the right? Oh my God, who hid this? Who did that? Can we trust people? This is horrible. No. We don't get that. We don't get manufactured responses. We don't get planned segments. We don't get, well, you said this in your video and I'm responding. Nope, it's, yo, so what's up on Discord? 18,000 streamers now watching that Discord call the next day. Actively playing games with people's time and sadly their money. If this is worth all those millions, then Twitch is going to collapse because this cannot go on forever. Eventually, this crosses over into everyone's brain says, oh shit, this isn't really content. This is an actual danger. This is a Boogie 2488 situation. Oh shit, there's an EDP 145, the EDP situation. Oh shit, these allegations just came out with proof. Oh shit, here we go. You're going to cover it? You're going to laugh? You're going to omega lol at people's takes? Have you primed your... You really didn't hear me this whole time while I was talking? You didn't get the point of what I was talking about? Have you primed your audience for this? Is the drama because it needs to be? Or is it because you're just shitty human beings who happen to got caught up? Got me feeling caught up. Don't know what it is, but it seems... Let me not do that to her. But it seems she's got me twisted. I'm so broken. Broken individuals all playing broken fucking games with each other. Pretending pretending that they are the arbiters, they are the gatekeepers of entertainment. This is entertaining to you? I could manufacture some fire ass drama. You want me to bully people? I could bully people. Is that what y'all want? Y'all want bullies? Oh, we gave young people the keys to the fucking castle. Now, this is at the point where most people are going to start tuning out of this video, which I'm totally fine with because it's like you've heard so many points thus far that you're wondering how much longer I could drag out what I'm saying. But this is like the personal side effect of it all. It's such a broken system that drives popularity to these negative situations, and then people are left to pick up the pieces and nobody has any conversation in which anything is learned. It's just, admit that you're bad. No. Admit that you're bad. No. Okay. So I'm going to clickbait this video and probably call it a message to the elite Twitch streamers. Or maybe I'll literally call it a message to Hasan Piker. Just like, hey Hasan, if somehow a viewer has sent you this long ass video and you've sat here reacting to it, and you've gotten to this part because I've mentioned you and people watched it, yo, thanks for the shout out, I guess. You should talk to me sometime. I'm pretty cool. And I'm not weird like these people are. I have faith that I'm reaching out to the right person. I could be wrong. But accusing Hasan Piker of something devious when like that motherfucker tells you everything, and it gets all the way back to the first point I made about how, like, you know, YouTubers had the ability to control the atmosphere and live streamers don't. Feel like that's one of the people who controls both of those. But anyway, because again, I already pointed out in the beginning of the video, besides the dick riding. I can imagine his chat right now. All of this for some free clout. You got to work the system, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, people probably not going to watch this video all the way through, and or the fact that I'm even talking about it having less than 1,000 subscribers, he's already throwing it into the clout chasing era. See? Manufactured issues. You may not fuck with me, but you know not to fuck with me. This is a paradigm shift. Do the things YouTubers ask you to do. I'm live on Twitch when I can. Today's Tuesday. I take a 2-day break from the internet because y'all niggas is weird. I don't want to be part of the weird group anymore. I'm the energy on Twitch. I will gladly carry that torch. Don't believe me? Come find me. Tell me how you really feel.